here at least 2 points is required to plot the graph. Okay, 2 points here. This line is called a graph. For example, to graph a line, the equation 8x plus 4y is equal to, we would first solve for y. That is 8x plus 4y is equal to 12. So 4y is equal to minus 8x plus 12. Rearranging this, then divided both sides by 4, y is equal to minus 8x plus 12. And y is equal to minus x plus 4 plus 12 over 4. Then y is equal to minus 2x plus 3 is a linear function. Okay, I've discussed these things in the previous video. Actually, here I want to show you when the arrangement of the equation is like this one. Okay, 8x plus 4y is equal to some constant, say 12. Okay, so in this case you will rearrange and you will solve for y. Okay, so writing this form, we can see that y is depend on x. Giving any value for x, okay, a real value for x, you can determine y. In other words, x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. Here x is what? Independent variable. This x is here, x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. Okay, dependent and independent variable. Choose at least two x value and find the corresponding y value. At least what? Two value and find the corresponding y value. It is a good practice to choose 0. Mostly it is a good practice to 0 because it simplifies the problem. The problem will be easy. Okay, the problem will be easy. And some negative number as well as some positive number. Here we will choose 5x value and determine the corresponding value of x, then form representative sets of ordered pair solution. Okay, now here you have this table and x, y, and the equation y is equal to minus 2x plus 3 and the solution here. Okay, that means the value of x and y coordinate. Now if you substitute for x equal to minus 12, here you'll get what? Y is equals to 7, because y is equal to minus 2 times this minus 2 plus 3. Minus 2 times minus 2 is 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. So y is equal to minus 2 and 7. Here solution minus 2 and 7. If you substitute minus 1 again, what is the value of y? It's 5. How can you show y is equal to what? Here minus 2 times, instead of x you'll put minus 1 plus 3, which means minus 2 minus 2 times minus 1, 2 plus 3, 5. So minus 1 and 5 will be the solution. So as we have said here in the beginning here, okay, here it's mostly important to substitute 0 to simplify the problem. Okay, mostly use 2 points are required. Here all 5 are not required, only 2 points are required, minus 1 and 0, or minus 2 and 0, or 4 and 0. The first thing is we use 0 and 1 positive or negative number. So when substitute 0, okay, this will be 0, the remainder 3. So 0 and 3, it is what? Y-intercept, because at the value of 0 we can get value of 3. So 0 and 3. It is what? It is y-intercept. It is y-intercept. Intercept. Intersect. Y-intercept. Here, if you substitute for 4x minus 5 will give answers. How do you get y is equal to minus 2? Substitute this 4 here, okay? This 4 here, for example, this 4 is here. 0 is here, and minus 1 is here, minus 2 is here, okay? So you will get this value. In the same way, you can substitute this value minus 6, you can get this value. Plot these pointers. Now plot these pointers and draw a line through the points with a straight edge. Be sure to add a row on either side, okay? It's necessary, okay, either side. A row is necessary here. And to indicate the graph extends indefinitely, okay, because it is function. That means as you substitute a number, the graph will continue. So always arrow is required. If this is an arrow, okay, here, and also this is what? An arrow, okay. The resulting line represents all solution to 8x plus 4y is equal to 12. So since there is a row here, the resulting line, this line, represents all solutions here, all solutions, represents all solutions, because there is what? A row here, a row, okay. Of which there are infinite many. The above process describes the techniques for graphing known as plotting graph. Okay, the above process, this process is known as plotting the graph. Okay, this process, the above process, is known as plotting the graph. The techniques will be used to graph more complicated function as we progress in this course. The steepness of inclined steepness, okay, whether it is gentle or steep, of the graph of an inclined here, inclined, can be measured as a ratio of the vertical change, okay, here vertical change to the horizontal change, okay, vertical change to the horizontal change, the vertical change to the horizontal change, okay, vertical change to horizontal change. For example, a 5% inclined can be written as 5/100, which is means that for every 100 feet forward there is what? 5 meter feet increment. That means the height increase 5 feet. This is 5 feet, this one. So 5/100. This is 5/100 means 5%. Okay, the vertical increment and horizontal increment. That is, if you walk 100 meters and go upstairs 5 meters, okay, the ratio is 5% moving up and horizontal. In mathematics, we call the inclined of a line the slope, denoted by the letter M. Inclined. Here the inclined, okay, inclination here inclined and slope, which means inclined means slope. Inclined means slope, denoted by a letter M. Mostly we use sometimes A, and mostly we use a letter M. The vertical change is called the rise. Vertical change means rise, okay? Vertical change is rise. Vertical change means here rise, okay? Vertical change. And the horizontal change run. Okay, that means if you show that the horizontal change means here, run means here is run, okay, and here is rise. This leads to the slope formula. Given 2 points xy, y1 and x2, y2, the slope is given by slope is equal to m rise over run, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is equal to delta y over delta x. Change in y, okay, change in y and change in x, okay, change in x, change in y over change in x. Yeah. Okay, here. Here, the Greek letter, this is the Greek letter, here the Greek letter, okay, the Greek letter, this one, here, and this one, yes, here, and here, is often used to describe the change, okay, used to describe change, okay, describe change of the quantity, okay. Therefore, the slope is sometimes described using the notation delta y over delta x. So slope is m is equal to rise over run, which is y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, delta y over delta x. This means which is represents the change in y divided by the change in x. Example 1. Find the slope of the line pass through minus 3, minus 5, and 2 and 1. Okay, this one. Solution. Given minus 3 and minus 5, 2 and 1, calculate the difference of y divided by the difference of x. That is delta y over delta x. That is m is equal to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So calculate the difference between the two. Find the slope. The question is find the slope. So slope here. Okay. Slope here. So when you do 1 minus 5 or 1 minus 5 over 2 minus 3, which is 1 minus 1 plus. So 1 plus 5, 2 minus minus plus 2 plus 3, which is 6 over 5. So the slope of these 2 points or a line pass through 2 points is 6 over 5. It doesn't matter which point you consider to the first or the second. However, because subtraction is not commutative, you must take care to subtract the coordinate of the first point from the point of the second point in the same order. For example, we obtain the same result if we apply the slope formula with the point switched. you can select this one as first or this one as first. Here we have first select what y2 is what? y2 is this one, 2 and 1, y2 index 2. This coordinate here, y2 is changed, that's -3 and -5 as y2. Okay, the result is the same, changing the order, but the problem will be when you change x2 and x1, but changing the position as a whole doesn't affect the result. Okay, verifying the slope is 6/5 by graphing the line described in the previous example. Okay, here rising 6 and rising 5, here rising 6 and rising 5, we can get -3 and here -5, here is 1 and 2 point here, and connecting these points we can get the line of the graph. Example 2, find the value of y for which the slope of the line passing through this one, 6 minus 3 and -9, and y is -2/3. Okay, we have given the slope here and we are asked to determine what? We are asked to determine y value. So now the slope is m is -2/3 and y1 and y1, say this is y1, x1 and y1, and this one is x2 and y2. So substitute this value here, m is equal to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Instead of m, substitute -2/3 is equal to y minus 3 and -9 minus 6. Okay, here plus y plus 3, this -15. So solving this equation, after substitution in the given information, the only variable left y is y. So solve this one, -15, both sides multiply by -15 both sides. So this will give us by 3 by 3 -5 times 2 minus positive, so 10. Y 15 cancel by 15, minus 3 here. So y is equals to 7. This. There are 4 geometrical cases for the value of the slope. Case 1, positive slope. Case 2, negative slope. If the slope is positive, as I have discussed in the previous video, a linear function graph, okay, that's sign dependent. If the m or the slope is greater than 0, then the graph will be what to z, from the left to the right lines. If it's negative, from left to the right down, from the left to the right up. Okay, so it is very important to know simply qualitatively what type of graph it is. Reading the graph from the left to the right, the line with upward inclined have a positive, upward inclined as a positive, from the left to the right, positive. Okay, and the other two cases involving horizontal and vertical lines. Recall that if k is real number, we have this one, y is equal to k times horizontal line, x is equal to k times vertical line. The other two cases involves horizontal line and vertical line. One horizontal line and vertical line. We have two cases. One when m is greater than 0, m is less than 0. The other is the horizontal. The y is k is horizontal line. Y is equal to k is a horizontal line. Okay, that is like this one. Okay, like this one. We have seen this one. Here is assuming that this is x and this is y. Okay, there will be a line near so let me show you this one. One is a horizontal line like this. Okay, it's a stick line actually. Comment extra. Let me draw like this one. Okay, that's a big line. Here is a small line like this one. Okay, not there is not a zigzag line, simply horizontal line from one to this one. Okay, this is the y is equal to k. Y is equal to k, whereas the other is x equal to k, some constant. For example, this vertical line like this one. Okay, so this is x graph. Here's the y equals to k here, x equal to k. So we have seen four possibilities. The first possibility is positive to upward inclined, positive, and downward inclined is what? Is the downward inclined is for the negative slope. Okay, I've seen it. If you take, for example, horizontal line and vertical line, if the slope is here y2, y1, horizontal line means y2 and y1 value is the same, so the slope is 0. But vertical means y2, y1, x2, x2. Here y value is variable but it's constant value. Okay, the same value here. For example, here vertical x is the same. Here is okay, y is the same. Here undefined. Okay, slope is undefined. So we can have positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, and undefined slope. So there are 4 different type of slope. Notice that the points on the horizontal line share the same y value. Therefore, the rising is 0 and the slope is 0. The point with vertical line shared the same x value. Consequently, the run is 0, leading to undefined slope. Here is undefined slope. Okay, 0 slope. Okay. Okay, I think it is enough for this video. I will proceed another video about the linear function in detail. We'll discuss the standard form, the slope, the intercept form. Okay, standard form, you see in detail. you can see a lot of example. For today I think it is enough. Bye.